Good day, collective. It's your girl, Sadi Rose, coming to you with another message of the day. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the mother. Today's message is, you gotta do good to get good. Y'all, it's a different, what seems on the surface in our world isn't always what it seems. Even though certain people seem as if they're doing good or doing well, doesn't always mean that they are. Especially when we start talking about physical, right? Wealth, status, clout. There's a lot of people who have abundance physically, but then are completely hollow and void inside. And by that I mean in terms of their own self-fulfillment, their own confidence, their own satisfaction, their joy, their abundance. In order to really get good things to happen to you, I think the number one thing is you got to choose yourself. I think one of the most bravest things yet in my self-ascension journey that I've had to realize is, in order to become who God intends for me to be, in order to honor the Most High's plan for my life, I have to be firm in my conviction of my self-love. I have to put myself first. And from that firm foundation, everything else will flow. I just, over the years, y'all, at my core, I've just naturally been driven to do well by people, to, take care of people around me, sacrifice, give of myself, really love on people the way that I would like to be loved. And that has been probably my number one desire, is to be loved how I love. And I think I said in another message, I woke up one day and realized I didn't even really love on myself the way that I love other people, And that was a big moment for me to understand, one, that I didn't love myself like how I should. But two, in order to really become who I was supposed to be again, I had to do that. And to me, what it means when you're really loving on yourself, right? It does take that bravery, because you could lose a lot of what you have in your life that you are used to, and being honest, standing up about the things and people, places, and things in your life, it could be problematic, because you will have to release them, if they're not in alignment for your highest good, for your greatest purpose. And particularly, you have to release them if they're not doing good. So you say, well, what is doing good? I break it down into different buckets in terms of things that I see on every given day, where I'm really, where I see how people move, and I just be I look forward to the day when our children will live in a world of abundance, of a state of being of abundance rather than a lack. So when I think about you got to do good to get good, you got to be honest, man. You can't lie. You can't lie with malice. You shouldn't lie for manipulation to get what you want. You shouldn't lie because you just don't want to hear it, in terms of you don't want to deal with the fallout of you speaking the truth. Shouldn't lie because you you just don't care. Like somebody asked you, I'm talking about just to appease, to people please. You shouldn't lie then, and you shouldn't lie because you're scared to speak the truth. Whatever situation you're in, honesty is incredibly important. And loving on people the right way is too. And when I say, and I'm talking about every relationship, y'all, like not loving on people with the bare minimum. I call it the bare minimum effect. If people are loving you and giving you and watering you the right way, you have to return that in favor. Hold on, it's a mom moment. All right, I'm back. Settled for right now. But anyway, yeah, you gotta give the same. If people are going out their way to give to you, I mean, you hold them down because you just want to do it, just because it feels right, just because you love them, just because you want them to feel better. So often I see so many people just doing things just because they expect something in return, just because they're trying to get something out of it. Everybody's so preoccupied with their own life and what they got going on. When it comes to like really caring about whether or not your sister, your brother, outside of your immediate family, you know, your family are doing well, people will turn their back and be like, it's not my business. I call that the bare minimum. Bare minimum is an effort. Bare minimum is not enough. My family that I am creating in my world are going to love on each other the right way. In order to do good, you got to respect people's boundaries. You can't, if you, in any relationship that you're with, if someone lets you know how they feel about certain things and certain things that, you know, they just don't want in their space, you got to respect it. You don't have to agree with it, but you got to respect it. That means if they kind of set something for you, either you got a choice to release them and move on and not be affiliated with them, or if you are going to be around them, you're going to have to, if you are legit and you have honor and you have character, you're going to help them uphold that boundary. And then you're going to let them know your boundaries too. We all not going to agree, but we all can work to respect each other in the boundaries that we set. Also, in order to do good, you got to be confident in yourself. You got to be grounded in your ambition and your confidence. And you can't be jealous and envious of other people, man. When other people are doing well for themselves and you see them moving on up and you see them progressing and hitting those milestones, or you see those significant, you know, them significant achievements, you can't hate from the sidelines, bro. You can't hate from the sidelines. And by that, I mean either to yourself and your thoughts, because your thoughts matter too, or just hating, talking to other people about whoever. You understand? Gotta be happy for people. Even if you don't understand what's happening for them or the direction they're moving, God bless. Much respect. I'm happy for you. Hating on people, wishing ill. Like, I get so angry when I hear people wishing ill on people just because they not conforming to what they want them to do. Don't speak ill on them. Speak life unto them. And if you can't understand why they've been doing the things they do, ask that God give them clarity. See them in the best light and love moving forward. Don't hate. To do good, you can't be the devil, radio. You can't be out here just talking crap, just gossiping to anybody who would hear. Somebody tell you in confidence, you out here telling the whole world, not y'all, but just people in general going out here telling the world their business. That's the devil's radio. You out here speaking hate and negativity on people rather than light and love, abundance and prosperity, joy and happiness. You're just perpetuating negativity in an already extremely negative world. Why not speak goodness on them? Why not mind your own business? Right? It's like I said, I'm speaking generally in terms of what you got to do to get good with God, with yourself. So you can't be out here just talking stuff about people. You also, in order to do right, to do good, You should avoid being a sellout. And I did a whole message on this about clout, how you shouldn't essentially sign soul contracts for clout and status, because if you do that, you letting someone else control you, you know? Live true to your belief. Be brave. Believe in yourself. Believe in your own potential. Don't take that shortcut. You take the road, your journey that could be full of challenges, and it most likely will be if it's good, to become the best version of yourself. Don't take the shortcut. You know, don't bite other people's work. Be real, be true, and be really proud of your work. Whatever it is, whatever your talent is. You know? And don't inflict violence on yourself. By that you say, well, what does inflicting violence on yourself mean? In every way imaginable. By the decisions you make, you know, I tell myself often every day, I tell myself different things. And like every time a situation comes up, I recite it, you know, be grateful, you know, remain diligent, improving myself, being kind to myself and kind to others. And I get stuck on be kind to myself. Why put myself in situations where I know I'm not being kind to myself and the people I love and care for? If I know a situation or a person is going to cause me grief, I need to make a decision about whether or not they need to be in my energy space. Why be unkind to myself by having a person, place, a thing in my energy that isn't kind to me? So those are just a couple of my thoughts, you know, about what it means that you have to do good to get good. Because I'm going to tell you, every time I take on a situation where I'm challenged with being a better version of myself, or challenging myself, or improving myself, or living up to who I really am, every time I take down a tower within myself of my ego, every time I realize something about me in terms of me living in an illusion and me not being authentic and me lying to myself, me being unkind to myself, I feel like I'm going to get rewarded by the Most High God. And I think I have been rewarded. I was thinking about that today. You know, you've heard a lot of me talking about how my abundance is coming in, but I would declare that my abundance is here. I have a space that I love, that is serene for me. I have my children who are happy, healthy and thriving and alive, because there's multiple times when they almost weren't. Then last year, that alone brings me so much joy, happiness, and security. I got a job and I love the work I'm doing. It's transformative and meaningful, and I know that this is just the beginning as I move into the path of my true calling. I have confidence that I can create the world and the reality of my wildest desires. And I feel that even though I sit at this moment probably more isolated than I have in a while, because I have been doing the detox, because I have been honest, because I am being honest, because I am choosing myself, because I am choosing my children. I think the right adjective would be, or the right feeling would be, I'm peaceful. I'm peaceful because I have finally, really finally, gotten to a point in my life when I choose myself. I hope y'all have a wonderful day and a great